lovelies. I'm Liz Joy Oakley, and tonight I'm going to be taking you through a gentle evening yoga practice to help improve sleep and unwind after whatever has taken place in your day. So, for this practice, you will need a couple of pillows, unless you have a bolster at home. And unless you have blocks or bricks at home, grab yourselves a couple of books. If you want any other suggestions on props you can make at home from things laying around the house, check out my yoga pantry blog on MoreYoga. That will give you some suggestions for the things you can use at home in place of yoga props. So we're going to start seated. Crossing the legs, bringing the hands to rest. And we'll place the palms down to help ground the body this evening. And when you're ready, close the eyes. And starting to just anchor your awareness to your breath. Breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. Into the nose, sighing deeply through the mouth, breathing in and breathing out. Just keeping that steady flow of breath, moving in and out of the lungs, just imagining with every exhalation that you are letting go of anything that you need to. From your day, anything in your mind you might be holding on to, or any distractions. And we'll take 3 last deep breaths together, just in and out of the nose now. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Last breath in. Last breath out. Bowing the hands. Bring the hands to prayer, heart center. Keep a steady inhale and exhale, moving through the nose. Before we begin to move the body, let's just take a moment to quiet the mind. Taking this opportunity to set an intention for your practice this evening. Perhaps something simple. I will be present. I will be calm. Whatever that intention is for you, setting it clearly in your mind's eye. And only when you're ready. Take a last deep breath in and exhale, let it go. Blinking the eyes slowly open. On your next inhale, reach the arms up above the head, lengthening the spine, and as you exhale, float the hands down. Nice. Lengthening the spine. Inhale, takes the arms up above the head in prayer, gaze over the thumbs. And exhale, float the hands down. Beautiful. Keep the spine long. Inhale, last time, reach the arms up. And exhale, float the hands down. Take the right hand over to the left knee. Extend the left arm up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, float that left arm behind you, coming into a seated twist. Look over your back shoulder, and we'll take 3 breaths here, just very gently twisting as you breathe. Inhale, lifting up through the crown of the head. And exhale, opening gently into the shoulders. Inhale, lengthening through the crown of the head. And exhale, opening. Take 1 more breath, inhaling. And on your exhale, turn the head to face forwards. Inhale, float both arms up. And exhale, take the hands back down. Beautiful. Opposite hand. So left hand to right knee this time. Extend the right arm up. Inhale. And exhale, right arm floats behind you. Looking over your back shoulder, take 3 breaths as you gently twist. On the inhale, thinking about lengthening. And on the exhale, thinking about opening, looking over that back shoulder. Last breath here. And exhale, turn the head to face forwards. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And on this exhale, we're going to lift and fold forwards, relaxing the head, maybe giving the head a little shake or a little nod. You might like to just creep the fingertips forwards a little bit further. Beautiful. Take 3 breaths here, guys. If your neck feels a little bit stiff, just release the neck by either shaking the head from side to side or nodding the head a few times. Yes. One more breath. One more exhale. Slowly start to slide the hands in towards you. I'm going to take the hands down to the ankles now, lift the knees and roll over the legs to come into a tabletop position. So knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders, spread the fingers wide. Make sure that the toes are untucked for now, tops of the feet on the mat. And we'll start to move through a few cat and cows, just to open up the spine. On your inhalation, take the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the head, look up. As you exhale, curve the spine up into the ceiling, bow the head. Inhaling, reversing, rolling the shoulders back, lift the heart, look up. And as you exhale, curve the spine up into the ceiling, bow the head. Beautiful, guys. Move through 3 more on your own. As you inhale, really thinking about opening the shoulders, looking up. And as you exhale, imagine you're trying to press your spine up into the ceiling. You might even come up onto the fingertips to elongate the back. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhaling, opening the body. And exhaling, reversing, angry cat. Last one. Inhaling, getting into those little spaces that maybe feel tense or tight. Exhaling. Beautiful. Coming back to your tabletop, we're going to tuck the toes, press into the palms and lift into a downward facing dog, keeping the knees bent at the moment. And we're just going to walk the feet out to release tension in the backs of the legs as well. Maybe giving the head a little shake, little nod. Beautiful. 1 more breath. And 1 more exhale. This is going to be our only standing pose of this sequence. Walk the hands forwards. Take the feet to the backs of the wrists and catch the elbows in the hands. Let the head relax forwards. Keep a little bend at the knees if you need to. If the legs feel stiff tonight, you can maybe rock from side to side gently. Relax the head. Make sure the neck is nice and long. And take 3 breaths here, guys. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Let the head feel heavy. Breathing in and out through the nose. Really nice. Now we're not coming all the way out. We're going to bend the knees a little bit deeper. Bring the hands down. Step the feet back. And we're going to come onto the belly. Nice. So doing a little bit of work just to open into the upper shoulders now. So bring the hands down underneath the shoulders. Bring the elbows in towards the rib cage. Press down into the palms and lift the head to look forwards. And we'll take 3 breaths here in our cobra. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. See if you can squeeze the shoulders any closer together. Bringing the lower wings of the shoulders inwards. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful, guys. Press into the palms. Come onto the knees, bring the big toes together and sit yourself back into a child's pose. Reaching the arms out in front of you, letting the head relax down. And we'll take 5 deep breaths here. Inhaling into the nose. Exhale, allow yourself to sink deeply into the hips. Breathing into the nose. Maybe allowing the chest to melt down towards the mat. Lovely. Breathing in and out. Last 2 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath. And last exhale. Slowly start to just walk the hands in towards you. We're going to come onto the knees now. Sit back onto the heels. Take your right arm up and then drop the arm back. Take the left arm under. Now the fingertips might meet, they might not, whatever feels more comfortable for you. If the hands meet, you can just bring the fingertips towards each other, lift that right arm up and send that left elbow down. If not, just rest the hands on the lower back. And we'll take 5 breaths here, seeing if you can send that breath right down to the lower belly. Breathing in, out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Lovely. Last few breaths, just really opening into the shoulders, stretching out the arms. Last breath in, last breath out. Take that top arm up, release the lower arm. And all we're going to do is windmill the arms around and swap your bind, either relaxing the hands on the back or interlacing the fingers, lifting up through the left elbow and sending the right elbow down. Beautiful. Breathe into the lower belly. Good. Keep that steady flow of breath moving throughout this practice. That's what we're anchoring our focus to. Slowing down the nervous system, slowing down the thoughts, calming the mind. Last breath. Last exhale. Extend that top arm up. Release both arms. Bring the hands above the head in prayer. Take a deep inhalation. And on the exhale, come into an extended child's pose. So feet together, extend the arms out in front of you, bow the head, and maybe have a play at just walking your fingertips a little bit further forwards, pressing into the fingertips to extend the spine. So your knees and your feet are together in this pose, making a nice long spine. Breathing in, breathing out. Into the nose, out through the nose. Last breath, last exhale. And slowly slide the hands in towards you. We're going to grab our pillows now and come into a few supported poses. If you have any real stiffness at the knees, I would suggest grabbing a couple of books. I'm going to use these as our blocks this evening as well. So stack your pillows on top of each other to make a bolster. You could also use a blanket rolled up or check out that blog that has some other suggestions. And we're firstly going to come into a supported pose before we come into a reclining pose. If you have any stiffness at the hips or if the legs feel like they need a little bit of support tonight, you can pop your bricks, 2 or 1, under your knees to give you a little bit of support. Otherwise, just setting yourselves up. So soles of the feet together, draw the heels in towards the body. Inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, let it go, come into a fold. Shake the head a few times. Nod the head a few times. Beautiful, guys. Let the shoulders melt forwards here. Let the head feel nice and heavy. If you feel quite comfortable in this pose and you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can thread your forearms underneath your lower legs and plant the palms down. That will get you a little bit deeper into this fold. But remember, we're not in competition with anybody. We're practicing for self-care this evening. So really coming to whatever variation of this pose feels best. 3 more breaths here. Breathing in, out through the nose. Breathing in, out through the nose. Last inhale. Last exhale. And then slowly unraveling, unwinding. We're going to keep the feet and legs in the same position for a reclining variation. We're going to take the hands around and just draw whatever supports you're using in towards your lower back so that the prop is connected to the lower back here. Take an inhale to lift up through the crown of the head. And exhale, slowly let yourself come backwards onto your props. You can wrap the shoulders around. We're going to bring the hands to rest at the lower belly here, interlacing the fingers or just resting the palms. You can make a triangle with the thumbs and first fingers if you'd like. Let the shoulders drop. Make sure the head is supported. Use blankets if you need to. And get yourself settled into the pose, letting everything feel heavy here. Closing the eyes if they're still open. And connecting back to that steady flow of breath. And while we're in our reclining pose, we're going to take this opportunity to practice a breathing technique, a 3-part breath that can be a really powerful breathing practice, pranayama, to use when you're feeling frazzled, stressed, overwhelmed, you're having trouble sleeping. It's a really powerful breath for taking us out of our fight or flight mode, our busy mode, into our rest and digest, our calming mode. So bringing your awareness to your palms and beginning to just breathe into the palms. Breathing in, noticing the belly rise. And exhaling, noticing the belly fall. Inhaling, belly rises. Exhaling, belly falls. Beautiful. It's clearing the mind of any busy thoughts, any distractions. And perhaps taking this opportunity to connect back to your intention for your practice this evening. From here, place the right hand on the belly and float the left hand up to the heart. To practice our 3-part breath, we're going to take one breath into the right palm, into the lower belly, a second inhale up into the left hand, into the heart, and then exhaling through the nose. So breathing once down into the lower belly, inhaling into the nose, into the left palm twice, and exhaling through the nose, letting the breath go. Inhaling lower belly once. Inhaling twice, chest. Exhaling, lengthening that exhalation. Breathing lower belly. Breathing chest. Exhaling, letting the breath grow longer. Inhaling right palm. Inhaling again left. And exhaling. Inhaling once. Inhaling twice. Exhaling. We'll take 3 more rounds of that breath together. Inhaling lower belly. Second inhale into the chest. Exhaling through the nose. Inhaling. And exhaling. Seeing if you can make that last exhalation longer. Beautiful. And now slowly, slowing the breathing down. Floating both hands down onto the belly and taking a few deep, full belly breaths. As you exhale, imagining any stress from your day is melting away off the bones, off the body, and down into the earth. Take one last breath in your supported, reclining bound angle. And exhale, let that breath go. Bring the palms down next to the hips, float the knees together and walk the feet apart to hip width. Tuck the chin into the chest, press down into the palms and lift yourself back up. I'm going to take the bolsters down so that they can come underneath your knees when you're ready. But first of all, we're going to come into a twist. Twists are really great to do at the end of the day before bed, as they can really help to detoxify the body, almost like wringing out the toxins inside of us. So make your way down onto your back and hug the knees in. Take a little rock from side to side first. We're going to keep the right knee hugged into the chest. Take the left leg up. Breathe in as you point the toes. And as you exhale, float the left leg down. Nice. Make sure the back is flat, the shoulders are relaxed. Take your right knee in your left hand and guide your right knee across the body to twist. Now this is where you might like to grab your pillows or your props, maybe use your hooks or bricks if you have them underneath that top leg to give yourself a bit of support. And you can either extend that right arm out to the side, or if it feels okay for your right shoulder, you can rotate the arm back behind you. Looking over your right shoulder, away from the legs, and we'll take 5 breaths here. Breathing into the nose, out through the nose, into the nose, out through the nose, into the nose, out through the nose. Last 2 breaths. And last breath. Blink the eyes open, turn the head back to center first, and roll back onto your spine. Hug the knees in, wrap the arms around the legs, and take a little rock from side to side again. And this time we're going to take the left knee in towards the chest, extend the right leg up. Inhale, point the toes, and exhale, float that right leg down onto your mat. Draw the left knee in towards the chest and use the right hand to guide that left knee across the body and down towards your mat. You can use your books or your blocks underneath that leg if you need to. You can take the left arm out to the side and turn to look over the shoulder, or you can extend that left arm behind you to extend that twist a little bit deeper through the side of the body. Looking over the left shoulder and taking 5 breaths. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. 2 last breaths. And 1 final breath. Turn the head when you're ready. Roll back onto your spine. And we'll come into a happy baby. So drawing the knees in, you can either just place the hands on the knees if that's comfortable for the hips, or you can slide the hands up to the outside edges of the feet. Just very gently here with the neck nice and long, begin to rock. Just slowly, softly from side to side. Opening into the hips, we tend to store emotions and stress in the hips. This can be a great pose for just releasing some of that tension at the end of the day. And if you're feeling quite comfortable here, quite open, you can take the first 2 fingers, wrap them around the big toes and start to straighten out the legs, only if that's comfortable. Just taking a few more gentle rocks, moving with the breath. And when you're ready, bend the knees, hug the legs back into the chest. You can either rock yourself up or just make your way back up onto the sitting bones. We're going to take our pillows or our bolsters or our blankets and bring them underneath the knees. for our final pose of our evening wind down practice. So propping the legs up, tuck the tailbone under, and make your way back onto your spine. So legs supported, flattening the back, relaxing the shoulders. We're going to place the hands back on the lower belly. Making sure the neck is long on the mat, chin is tucked, shoulders are soft. And starting to just let go of any stress or tension you might be holding in the body. Any busy thoughts or distractions in the mind. Giving yourself permission to completely relax. Breathing into the lower belly and exhale, letting go. Breathing into the lower belly. Exhale, letting go. Breathing in. And exhaling to let go. Just continuing to consciously breathe. Staying connected to the breath. And if your awareness begins to wander, just guiding the focus back to your breath or repeating your intention mentally. Coming to our final 5 breaths here. Breathe into the nose and exhale, let go. And breathe into the nose. Exhale, release anything you're holding on to. Breathe into the nose. Exhaling. Last 2 deep breaths, letting the palms just drift down next to the hips. And on the exhale, allowing yourself to feel heavy. And keeping the eyes closed. Bringing the knees back in towards the chest. Roll over onto the right hand side, bring the left hand down, and just lift ourselves back up onto our sitting bones. Keeping the eyes closed if possible, and just bringing the hands down to rest on the knees, preparing to close our practice this evening. Bowing the head. Bringing the hands to prayer at the heart. And taking 3 final deep breaths together. Inhaling into the nose. Sighing to let go. Inhaling into the nose. Sighing, releasing. Taking one last deep full breath in. And a long sigh out. Lifting your prayer to the space between your eyebrows for wisdom and guidance. Lowering your prayer to your lips to remember to always speak your truth. And finally bringing your hands to your heart to remember to live with gratitude. When you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Namaste.